And if you feel like you want to like respond to a comment or something, you can.
Yep. I'm gonna do my classic. I'm gonna sit like this so I can see and draw. Okay, how does that look? I need to know where my safe spaces are. Just so I know where it's. Okay, it's within there. Alright, I'm going live. iCarly. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I have a lot of energy in me right now and I'm gonna let it out. Lately I've been dealing with a lot of really intense anxiety, and I find that the only way to really deal with it the best way is to let it out. So I'm just doing this live stream to let out a lot of that anxiety. So welcome everybody. Might see some interesting pictures today. Hi, your work is... Oh, thank you. I have this like intense energy right now that I'm trying to let out. What causes my anxiety? Traumatic memories and moments in my past that have really affected me and made me feel like I was a monster or I've hurt people. So, you know, I've been collecting this feeling for a long time now, and I've had to let it out, and I've had to learn how to kind of get over the anxiety so I can do TikTok, if that makes sense. Hello, welcome, welcome. Letting out some energy, schizophrenia doodle time. You can tell that there's something more shaky about this artwork that I'm doing right now. Yeah, I do have the faces tattooed on my arm, right here and on my hand, and on the side there. So, yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm really good. How are you? It's nice to see you guys. 144? Cool. Hello. Welcome. So I'm not going to really be answering too many questions this time. I'm just really doing my expression, and I just wanted people to be around so I'm not alone. And so the live stream is a really good way to feel like, you know, there's people around. It's not just me and the dark voices, but I am experiencing dark voices today, and so I'm trying to get that energy out as best as I can, hence the reason why I'm drawing on a big thing. Is water wet? Of course it is. Maybe not a unit of water, but together, definitely. Oh, watching me draw is soothing. Well, thank you. I'm glad that it's soothing to you. 300? 309? Oh, 310 people. Hello, welcome. You're joining the stream here. Like I said to the people who were here earlier, I'm drawing to get a lot of the dark feelings out. I'm going through like a little bit of an anxiety today, and I thought it would be good to just let it out, like all the anxiety. So kind of getting that going. So it's more like a non-stop drawing for about as long as it takes. So that's why I don't know if I want to use the word channel, but I like to, I guess, channel the energy of the schizophrenia into my drawings, because it's the only way that I can really relieve the symptoms of what I go through. And it really helps whenever there's like an audience watching or people watching, because then I feel like I'm not just alone in this kind of vacuum of my own thoughts. I can look up at the chat every now and then and go, oh hey, cool, you know? It's nice. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for coming in and watching me draw and do my thing. I got a meat pie cooking in the oven right now. I'm so excited to eat it. That's like my favorite food. I could eat that for the rest of my life. Just a regular beef, potato, meat pie. I could eat that forever with ketchup. No cheese. I'm very plain. When I draw for myself, it's when I doodle. Or when I'm really focused on a drawing, I end up drawing something that's really like more concise or more formulated. Then that's more me using my brain and thinking. But whenever I'm drawing faces, it's an automatic thing, and it comes from years of psychosis and doodling at the same time and substance abuse and all sorts of things. Like, it's the cocktail of all sorts of things that created this. So, yeah, I feel very safe here. Wow, I'm glad. I'm glad you feel safe here. I want to create a safe space for people who see things, hear things, or are even going through darkness in their life. Because I'm not a stranger to darkness when it comes to that. I'm so used to it that I had to find a way to live with it. And I like the idea of having darkness in a light way. Kind of like the Addams Family, how they take dark themes and themes that would upset or make you uncomfortable, but they make you laugh. I like that a lot. I am medicated. I take Cipralex, citalopram. It's a medication that helps with my mood and general anxiety. And I was taking antipsychotics, but I had to stop because I'm one of the rare, I think 12% of people who gets restless leg syndrome whenever I take antipsychotics. So I have to find alternative medicine. And also, doing art gets it out right now. Like, to me, doing this is an antipsychotic. You know what I mean? Because I'm letting out the energy and I'm not really doing anything that's like... Yeah. But I'm obsessed with drawing. It's all I really want to do and all I do. So, like, even later today, what am I going to be doing? Drawing. What are you going to be doing tonight? Drawing. You know, I just have intervals of living day to day, and then more drawing, more drawing. So yeah, living with schizophrenia is like living in a fever dream. It's like living half reality as everyone else knows it, and half living in almost the dream world. But it's not always your own dream world. Like, it comes from within you, but it's influenced by outside sources that then inject into your subconscious. And when injected into your self-conscious, you take in other people's energy, you take in other people's vibes, and what they're going through, even words they say, or vibrations that come out of their mouth. And it twirls into something that, almost like a spider with a web, I'm collecting silk. And the silk is the psychosis energy. And I have to let it out. And that's why I draw. And schizophrenia is like if you took a fever dream, but you were forced to participate in the fever dream in the same, like, you need taxes and you need to get your own friggin'... It's so annoying. You know what I mean? But it's better to learn to live with it than to run away from it, because every time I tried to run away from it, I was miserable, you know? Dealing with it besides art, I think that humans are made to create, and when I say for art, I don't mean to build it just as a career. I mean living life as an art. You have to live life as an art, because we're all artists underneath. All of us are capable of creating something, whether that's creating, well, humans created the stock market. Humans created architecture. Humans created sports. Humans are creative when they do sports, when they exercise. It's not all just the artistic endeavor aesthetically. Being an artist is living your life as an art, living it with that dedication and that truth. You know what I mean? I do see it as a spiritual perspective, and that's actually what saves me a lot of the time, is I'm extremely spiritual with my artwork. to me, this is no different than letting out spirits. But I'm not letting it out into the world. I'm letting it out onto a piece of paper. I don't see it any different. That's why it's exo-rad magical, because I'm doing magic, but I'm doing it onto the piece of paper so that it stays on the paper. Because if I go out in the world, like, there have been times I haven't done art, and I've really upset people, hurt people, betrayed people. I've been a demon. I know what it's like to make bad decisions, and the repercussions of it aren't worth it, okay? I want you guys to know that, like, even though you're acting unconsciously and you think, oh no, this isn't that bad, pay attention to what you're doing. Pay close attention to what you do with your time, your energy, what you put in your body, how you heal, what you say to people, the tones you use. It's all very important. Very important for dealing with this existence in a three-dimensional space. Because that's what we're doing, is we're all living in a sandbox together, aren't we? And we have to share the sandbox with other people, so being considerate isn't something you do just because it's nice. It's something you do because it's survival as well. So even if you are a manipulative type of person, understand, for your own survival, be compassionate. Like, holy crap. But for people who are empathetic and also feel and also are very, like, the romantics of life, enjoy the compassion, enjoy the sweetness, you know? I think that there is a way for all of us to live in an agreeable harmony. And I don't mean everything is just peachy all the time. We live in 3D space, for heaven's sakes. Like, you can't expect that. But you can do your best. And if everybody puts in an effort, then we can all express our magic. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. And that's what I do when I make art. It's all to express that. My TikTok, drawing the faces, being open about schizophrenia, even the dark parts of it, I do it out of love. Love for myself, love for my family, love for my community, and love for the people who are also struggling. Because somebody has to say it. If nobody is saying it, we can't get things done. It's very important. When you're going through a struggle, even if people try to put you down for it, it's because they don't understand, or they're scared, or both. And it's okay. Sometimes people just like to laugh too. Like, I'm realizing that as I go through with my TikTok, that sometimes people react a certain way because maybe in their shadow, they're uncomfortable. But that's okay. We all get uncomfortable with something. Schizophrenia has existed before me. It'll exist after me. All I'm doing is capturing a moment in time in my artwork. And I wish more people knew that. But that's okay. My own wishes doesn't matter. Because it's always going to be a work in progress, no matter what. Always. Life is this living work in progress. And it's beautiful. So take the time to capture a moment in time. That's magic to me. True magic. So excited to eat my meat pie. Alright, how does that look in the framing? The faces can tell me people's archetypes. Oh yeah, the 333 means watched by spirits, like guided by spirits kind of thing. I understand you. Thank you. You just made burritos. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, I'm at 24.2k likes. Nice. I'm so hungry, guys. I got a Coca-Cola in the fridge. Coca-Cola is my favorite soft drink. It will be until I die. I'm gonna drink that till I die. I don't care. It's mine. Yummy. I'm trying not to get in the way of drawing my own art and stuff like that. Yeah, Coke is the best, bro. Holy frig. got a little space up here that I gotta take care of. Yeah, I try using materials like paint, but, you know, I find that nothing gets the energy out more than a line, because with a line I can just, you know what I mean? And so it's important to me to kind of pick the medium and stick with it, but I do want to do paintings eventually. It's just, I do what I can afford, really. I mean, I just buy, like, a box of, like, Sharpies and I'm good. Yeah, drawing like this when you're anxious is amazing. People are like, can we sponsor you? Well, I mean, I do have a Patreon. The link is in my bio if that's something that they, you know, that makes sense to you guys, but that would help. Someone's like, tell us what you think about the afterlife. That's not my prerogative. That's not my, you know, I could tell you something, but I don't want to. I don't think it helps in what I'm trying to do. Ooh. I could talk about it in an interview format, but I wouldn't talk about it on a live stream. Not right now, at least. But I have my ideas. We all have our ideas on that. Just like I have my beliefs, you have your beliefs. We can respect each other's beliefs. Okay, you got it out of me. So, my idea of the afterlife is that if you have to move from one dimension to the second dimension, to the third dimension, which your body is in, and the fourth dimension, which your mind is in, because the mind is a fourth dimensional object taking in information and time. All I'm going to say is that if we already went from 1, 2 to 3, why would it end at 4? Why would the journey just end? Everything is a waveform. Waves last forever. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. That's my belief system. That we are multidimensional creatures, and right now we're just experiencing the third dimension. Physically. At least that's what we can see. With our eyes, our noses, our ears, etc. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been great, but I think I'm gonna go. Thank you everyone for all the love. I appreciate you guys coming on. I'm gonna be doing more live streams soon. I'm just doing a lot to deal with my anxiety, so yeah. So, I'll see you guys later, and thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Goodbye. Love you. Love you all. Bye bye. Love you. Love you. Woo! Tristan. 32K likes on my live.
Really?
3,000 viewers. Well, this image that I did, I was letting out a lot of recent anxiety that I've been dealing with, because I kind of been holding in that, like, jittery expression that I always want to do, because I've been trying to perfect too much my artwork, but I realized that in pursuing perfection, I'm actually causing myself to stagnate, and that creates like a so I realized that, like, when I do big art pieces like this, it really lets out a lot of anxiety, and it's nice to do it during a live video, because when you're live, you have no choice but to keep going and keep going and keep going, and it's really relieving whenever I finish it. So this represents just me letting out some feelings. It's very basic, but it's just what it is, you know, so.
Tears consumed by ocean sands, the tides do go where